Good morning. We are now on day 2 of our birthday bash, thrifting, sourcing weekend, and yesterday we spent 10 hours, which was exhausting but super fun. And today we are planning on doing just about maybe 3, maybe 4 hours, and then we're going to go have some lunch and take care of our space that has all of the places that we put all the inventory when we first get there. It's called the FAFC. It's the Fit is Blank Club. The F that you're thinking is probably what it is. And we will show you that space at some point as well. It's a total mess. So that's why we're going to go back and organize that. But right now we are here to go see what we can find to restyle or resell. Let's go. From dusty to dreamy, let's thrift. For lots of treasure. Today we have thrifted 8.5 hours already. I like this little thing for like an ornament or something. That's really cute. I get that for Christmas. $5 each. I think this is pretty cute. It's $3, but the mat, I don't know if it's the outside or the mat that needs to be cleaned up. All right, so we just tried to go to an estate sale after going to one thrift store. We picked up very little at the thrift store, but the estate sale, the line was real long, and as you can see, the weather is not awesome. We have an atmospheric river happening in the Portland area for 5 days. So we decided to hightail it out towards Gresham, Oregon, which is east of Portland, and we're gonna go to 2 or 3 estate sales out there and possibly a thrift store or a vintage mall. Let's go see what there is. Somehow I missed having anything with a hood, so here we are. It is blistery. Going to an estate sale. Hopefully find some stuff. What's that?
I said I can't read.
I like this little thing and it's half off, so I think I'm going to get that hook. Alright, so I found a chippy. It would have been half off, which would have been great, but I'm going to leave it. Alright, so yes, and this set. Yeah, we'll get those. Okay, so that estate sale actually turned out to be decent. We got a couple things. I got a piece of art that's a photograph that was framed and really pretty, and then a wooden box and a music box and a couple other little random things that we're going to keep for the house. But now we decided to skip the rest of the estate sales in this area. They don't look awesome, so we're going to head to Milwaukee, which is a little bit south of Portland, and then we're going to hit up Red, White, and Blue, which is a really great thrift store in that area. Let's go. All right, sometimes this happens where it says estate sale online and then you get here and it's actually a garage sale. So we're going to go see if there's anything. This is so cool. This trunk right here is so amazing.
Oh my gosh, yeah, they've really bought a lot of stuff.
I really like that. Really pretty too. I think so. I like that one. This one is a yes. Okay, so we went into that kind of dark garage and then they had some things in their house. So it was sort of like a pre-estate sale, like a living estate sale, and then some other things. It was hit and miss what they had in there, but we scored some stuff for ourselves as well as something that I will definitely be putting up onto Etsy. It's pretty fantastic. I just don't have a space for it, so wait to see what that is in the haul. All right, we are on our way to a thrift store, Red, White, and Blue, and we spotted a sign over here somewhere that said estate sale, so we're gonna go see what there is. Estate sale has like, I guess they're gonna do it for weeks. It's kind of different and crazy. Just have a thing for amber. Look at this pretty ashtray. Love amber glass. Yeah. These are also very pretty. We don't need any, but they are very pretty. Oh, check that out.
Whoa.
That is so cool. All right, so upstairs, there's no pricing. You can negotiate. There's got to be a treasure in here. It is crazy, ridiculous crowded today. So crowded. All right, well, that was nuts. We decided to leave. So we got just a few things. We're kind of also sort of finding things for Halloween. So we forged ahead and found some things. And I found one thing I will definitely be putting on Etsy, and it's pretty cool. I've never found one before. So stay tuned for that part of the haul. But otherwise, we are calling it. Get some lunch. Be done. We are to the haul portion of the video for this week. There were so many things, so many places that we went. We went to Goodwills, other thrift stores, vintage malls. We did estate sales. We did places that advertised as estate sales, but really were kind of like a garage sale, but still found some amazing treasures. So this was the video of my birthday weekend where I took a day off of work and we just went full on 10 hours that day. And then we did another 6 to 8 hours over the weekend. And then I did several other shops and stops throughout the week. We're starting off with a goodie. This one, can I even get the whole thing in the video? I'm not even sure. It is gorgeous. Look at this bird right here. And there's up here as well. And then there's two, let's see, I think there's three. 1, 2, 3. Yep. This I found at Facebook Marketplace. It said it was an estate sale, and every week I throw in, I make a new list of estate sales or thrift stores or places that we're going to go that weekend. And so I call it something, and then, so this was the birthday bash weekend, and it was listed as an estate sale. When we pulled up, it was an open garage. It definitely looked like more of a garage sale, but they invited us into the house. There were things in the house as well. Lots of areas closed off. So it seemed like more of a living estate sale, but they had some treasures. And this was one of them. I actually want to go back. They said they're going to be doing more and have more items coming and more items that they're going to unveil and open up boxes and things. So this was one of them. It's so gorgeous. I paid $25 for this. I think it's worth so much more. I found this at a Goodwill. This is like a hanging wall basket. You also can just put it on a tabletop. This is what it looks like down below. It looks like we paid $7 for this one. In really good condition. You can see kind of that braiding basket look here. It's very sturdy. I love this bamboo handle that they have going on here. So you can stick magazines in there. When I was actually at Goodwill, she didn't charge me for it initially. And I was like, I don't think you did everything. She goes, yeah, I did. And then basically she goes, oh, I thought this was your purse. So I guess you could use it as a purse if you really wanted to, but that kind of cracked me up. I'm sure most of you know, oops, that's upside down, is what people would use for collecting those collectible spoons. What I like to use this for is jewelry. So this is a great place to hang bracelets or to hang necklaces. I've seen other people do other kinds of fun trinket things, or I've even seen people take ribbon and ornaments and hang ornaments from here as well. So I put a little bit of wood oil onto it to clean it up and make it look super fancy schmancy. These came from one of my favorite local charity shops that I go to pretty frequently. I think they're so cool. It's, let's see, it says this is a Virginia Belle and this is a Colonial Gentleman. I went to another estate sale that you probably saw some footage of, and it was in a house, and they're doing a several week-long estate sale, and this was from that estate sale. This was unpriced, and so we got kind of a bundle deal with a bunch of things, because in the attic or the basement, if you went to those spaces, it was a little bit freaky, I'm not going to lie. It was like definitely picking. Like you had to open up boxes and rummage through things, and it was creepy because there's a lot of dolls up there, and that is one of the things that really freaks me out. I definitely smudged myself when I got home. I did not want any of that doll energy coming back with us. But this was kind of a really cute little trinket box, and so I don't think we paid more than a couple bucks for this one. It's a really nice size, and I probably will put this one up for sale because, again, we have too much going on in the trinket box category. This is from Red, White, and Blue, which is a thrift store in the Milwaukee area, and it is a smudge pot. So I guess these were used next to a fireplace to maybe get the fire going or something, but this was like a smudge stick. And so I'll clean this up a little bit more, but it's actually really cool. I really like it. I thought it would actually be great for anyone who does smudging with sage or anything like that to kind of use this pot to keep it in, or if you use cedar or anything, and then You don't have to use this part, but I thought that was just really cool decor. The reason I initially picked it up was to decorate for Halloween because I like witchy looking stuff, and I thought this was kind of a nice, classy way to display something that was witchy looking, but we will probably part with this and put it up onto Etsy. This came from a thrift store nearby. It's from St. Vincent de Paul's out kind of towards Gresham, Oregon, and it is got some, it's seen some better days, but I did put some wood oil on it, but it definitely has some nicks and stuff here. The wood is pretty soft, actually. So here would go a striker, and you could put, I put these in here, so you could put some long matches in there, and it would be kept next to the fireplace for your fire. One of my favorite finds of the entire week, and I don't know if I put footage of this in here because I don't remember if I filmed it, but it's literally like I walked around the house trying to find a place to put this up in our own home, and we don't have one. So it's going to go up onto Etsy, but she's gorgeous. So this brass gorgeousness, this lady who is like so strong looking. She looks so awesome. I love her. She's a towel holder. So she goes into a bathroom, is I think the traditional use. There is a little bit here. I don't know if that's intentional or not, but they're a little loose right here. So we're going to kind of look into that. But so beautiful. I paid up for this for sure. I pick up these. I just wanted to show you. I pick these up all the time, and I do sell them all the time. So they're kind of like vintage tie racks that you can hang up, and then you hang up the ties from here. But I've seen people use them for jewelry as well. So if you do see these, I would grab it. This little cute bowl, picked this up, I believe, at an estate sale. Super pretty. I tried to wood oil it up, so it's really nice. But you could set it on a coffee table, a bookshelf. Got from a charity shop this week. It has this really pretty bamboo edge. This super sweet mom and baby polar bear, so cute. These are pod, and this pottery is so pretty, and I love how soft it is. It's just very tactile, very pleasing, and very sweet. This, I don't really know, so I'm hoping someone can tell me. I haven't researched it yet. Here's what it says. It's a piece of burl wood, and it has these places for something, like it seemed like metal or magnetic was attached or something like that. So I almost, I wonder what it was. Maybe it's not magnetic, but it definitely had like 3 holes there for something that was set on top of it. But I just think this piece is gorgeous, and I'm going to put something on top of it and just use this for styling. I actually bought this thinking I was going to use it. It does have a little bit of wear right here, and just kind of all over. There's some vintage wear and tear on this for sure, but oh my gosh, someone did. I know a lot of people don't like this kind of stuff, and it's very folk art-y, but I just am obsessed with vintage deer. I think they're so cute, the Christmas vintage deer. It was just too Christmassy for our house. I tried putting it up on our bookshelf to style it, and it was just a little bit on the too much because we have a small house and we're kind of going a little bit more reserved this year, but so sweet and so cute. So I found this at one of the charity shops this week, and I just kind of love it. It's just a very sweet card holder. I think that's where, all of these you can put like cards into, but I just like it as is, to be honest. Very understated, very sweet, very classic. And I think I might actually put this on my front door. So this will be something that I keep. I paid $3 for this one, and I just think she's so pretty. You also could hang ornaments from it. Okay, this was from a charity shop as well. I paid, I think, around the $4 range for it. And it's like a lovely little shelf that you can hang, and it has kind of these what are we calling these? Poles, I guess. I had to tighten them. They were a little bit loose, but it was easy to just turn and tighten. And then I used wood oil to kind of clean it up. But as you can see, there are still some places of wear. And that's just kind of normal. But it's a cute little trinket shelf that you can hang up kind of anywhere. It would look really good, styled up with a few fun pieces. So this will go onto Etsy. We are out of wall space in our house. If you are still here and we are still hauling, I appreciate it because there has been a lot. We went shopping for many, 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 many hours this week. So this is probably one of the longer hauls. But these came from a thrift store. They were, I think, several, maybe $2 to $3 a piece. Just very simple, nice candlestick wall hangers. So with mirrors in them, but you can take them out. So in the back, you can actually take those out and replace it if you have pictures or something like that you want to put in, or some art or something. But we will be selling these as a set on Etsy because, as I've mentioned, we are pretty much out of wall space around here. Right, I got this cute little basket, I think at an estate sale. Actually, this was from the bins. We got this at the Goodwill bins, along with a few other treasures. So let's see. But I thought this was really cute, really pretty. We will probably put that up for sale, or I might use it. I'm not sure yet. And there's our puppies. There's our puppies. Yeah. There's somebody outside, most likely. I also found these at the bins, which I thought were really cute. And I think people might have used them for ornaments or something, but I think I'll turn them into magnets to go on our fridge gallery. And I will be showing you that soon because we're going to be updating it for the holidays. Just a couple little tiny trinkets from an estate sale to put on our trinket shelf. This is just a little pill case. I loved this cute little trinket box. Look at how cute that is. This brass one is just adorable. And that was, I believe that was 50 cents. And I don't know if you can even see this one. There's a little bird in there, just a sweet little pendant or some sort of charm in there, but we're going to put it on the trinket. Here is our current mini trinket shelf that has some of our Christmas items on it. And this is a nod to my favorite house in the Portland area up in the hills that has a giant martini on the side of it. So I put that up there. I love deer, so had to add some of those. Also love bottle brush trees. A couple other little fun friends in there. There's a little swan, some presents, a little robot friend with a tree in there, a little squirrel. There's a little whiskey and whiskey glass in there. Love this clock. We also got that at that estate sale. A couple other little fun items on this side. We're going to add something to the top of that little brass vase. Just not sure what yet. Probably an ornament of some sort. Cute little deer has tipped over. I need to get that standing up. And there you have it. This was from Facebook Marketplace. And we had to travel, I don't know, maybe 35, 40 minutes out of town in order to go get this one. And so I have a couple alerts on Facebook Marketplace for certain things that I am on the hunt for. And this was one of them. So as soon as I saw it, I definitely messaged them and I was all about it. I even offered, I don't suggest doing this, but I offered to pay in advance in order to have it held because I couldn't get there till the weekend. But it is a vintage card catalog. It's a 2-drawer card catalog. Let's see if I can do this here, but you can see right there. And then it has the little, where is that little thing? Oh, it's back here. The little part where you can kind of scoot it forward. The lady who I bought it from said that she used it for recipes. So she kept like cooking recipes in one and then baking recipes in the other. Kind of like the old vintage look. And I tried really hard again to find a place to put this. I tried putting it on our bookshelves. I tried putting it on our kitchen counters. I tried putting it in our bedroom on the dresser, and it doesn't work anywhere in our house. Again, we have a really small house, so I have to be very selective, and I have to let a lot of stuff go, even though I love them. So I would love to send this and rehome this to a really good home, and I'll be putting this up onto Etsy. We were really fortunate to find some amazing pieces of pottery this week. So this is studio pottery. This, I believe it's stamped to say, yeah, this is the love one. So it says love. I don't know what that part's about. That's a little different. I haven't seen that as much before, but it's still this gorgeous piece. The colors are so pretty. These browns and taupes and kind of this off ivory grayish color, I just think is so lovely. We also found this piece of signed studio pottery. And I just thought this one was so unique. I kind of loved these little shapes that were on the outside and had made it a little bit more textured and 3D. I love speckles, so that's one of the things I think is so pretty. But a nice little catch-all dish. You can throw something in there. I've seen people put like little remotes sticking out if you want to put it on your coffee table. Looks really beautiful on top of books on a bookshelf. So lots of different uses for this one and just a nice little lovely piece. Found a little mug. This is artist signed on the bottom as well. Piece of studio pottery. I thought the colors were so different. I'm not the hugest purple fan, but I can appreciate this so much. I think it's just beautiful how they kind of bleed into each other like that. And it's a really fun shape. I'm a big one-handed grabber like this when it comes to mugs. So I love the shape of this mug, and if it was a little bit of a different colorway, I would 100% be keeping it. But because I don't really do the blues and the purples, I'm going to be releasing this one onto Etsy. Another piece of Sign Studio pottery that is really great. I'm not sure if you can see that one right there, but it's kind of a fun little dish here. There's also something here. I think it says Momo right there. I just thought this was so pretty and cute and would look great anywhere. Like, I think pottery always warms up a space no matter what. So it fits in almost regardless of what kind of style you have going on. This is a piece of Japanese pottery. And I think Japanese pottery is so gorgeous. I love the minimalism of Japanese pottery. And it looks so nice. This one is a vase, I believe came from Goodwill as well. And they are so cute. They're Scandinavian, kind of that Nordic look. Made in Sweden. Right here. Let's see if I can get that so you can see it. Made in Sweden. There are 2 of them. You can put those small size candles in there. Very cute for Christmas. If any of you are kind of Nordic inspired Christmas decorators, this would be perfect for you. I think the size is so sweet and you could put them almost anywhere. I have an obsession with boxes. And this one is so cool. I think it's just so pretty. I love the smoothness of it. We did put some wood oil on it, so it's shined up pretty nicely. As you can see, this is a lovely cedar one. This is a Lane box. So this one is a Lane cedar chest. It has a key that came in it, and we've discovered the key doesn't actually seem to work. So I don't know that this is the right key for this thing. I think maybe someone just thought they would have the key in there, but it's not actually the right thing. But maybe we'll try to like work on it and see if we can get it to work. But that's okay. Otherwise, it's still absolutely gorgeous. I love using stuff like this to put like hide remotes on the coffee table. You can put fun little like surprise things for yourself up on a bookshelf. All right, sorry, I had to take a Goodwill tag off of me. I apparently am only worth $3.99 today. So, okay, we got this from that garage sale that was advertised as an estate sale, but really was a garage sale, and it does work. We tested it out. It was $5, and we kind of almost had to fight like this 70-something-year-old lady for it. But she was so nice, and she was really disappointed that she didn't get it. And part of me just kept thinking, I need to just let her have it. I just need to let her have it. But my heart already, like it was already part of my heart. It had already melted into my heart here. And so what we decided to do instead, and this was actually my partner's idea more than my idea. I'm not going to say that it was my idea. But we had a red one, and the red one needed to be fixed. And so my partner was working on fixing it up and has now fixed it up. And so we're going to go drop it back off for that lady because she lived across the street. Because she even came after us when we got back to the car and like chased us down about how great this piece is and how awesome it is. And like, you know, and it sounds like she goes shopping over there like every day because new stuff is unearthed at that house. And so we're going to go give her the red one and hope that she likes that one. And I don't know, did I do the wrong thing? Should I have given her this one? I just really love this one so much. At Goodwill this week, we also found a few sets of stocking holders. So there is this gorgeous present and this gorgeous star, and these two definitely go together. They are heavy, but these are really nice, and so these will be sold as a set. We don't have a mantle or a fireplace, so we don't have a use for them. And then we got a couple other ones that are a little bit on the brighter brass side, and so there is a sleigh and then an angel, and so these will also go together as a set and be sold. Really, I like this color quite a bit. It's really pretty. There's the dogs. All right, this week we also found, I just have never ever found an actual, maybe one other time I found a brass animal at the actual Goodwill, and this one was just there on the shelf. I'm fairly certain this was from Goodwill. It was definitely from a thrift store because I remember thinking, we never find these at thrift stores. I'm pretty sure this was a Goodwill find. But a cute giraffe. So this will go up onto Etsy. I'm going to probably give it a little clean. I don't know. Do we want to clean this one or do we want to just leave the patina? We might leave the patina on this one. It's pretty nice, actually. This one is Nancy Lopez. So cute. Look at this hippo. I love this hippo. She is so sweet. This little trinket box hippo. So cute. Again, I've been saying If you haven't styled with animals, like grab one somewhere, like pick one up, style it. It's so cute. It adds a lot of personality, and this one is so sweet. All right, well, I'm not sure what the base of this thing is, but we found this at a Goodwill. It is artist signed, if you can see there, and it is a brass sailboat. I think this is really cool. So this is definitely kind of one of those mid-century pieces, you know, from when they made like cool stuff. So this will go up onto Etsy. Also at Goodwill, found this little trinket box. I believe it's a Japanese one, and it's a little cute brass one. Really sweet. Quite like that one as well. I got it just a couple simple brass bowls that I'll probably be keeping for styling. And found this piece of brass. I was on a brass kick this week. I mean, it just kept like unearthing. There was a day where I went to 3 different Goodwills and got brass at all of them. And actually I had set that intent. I had put that energy out into the world that I was wanting some more brass. And so it delivered that day. But this one does have a little bit, I think this needs to be like fixed a little bit. It seems a little loose. One of them was wobbly. I can't remember. Oh, it's this one. This little lovely piece, this was a, just one of those brass leaves. Needs to be shined up a little bit more. I'm going to probably clean it. I think it's the cleaning that it needs more than anything. But a really lovely piece. I like this one quite a bit. As you can see, we emptied the brass shelf over here, so that's what we're working on. This lovely fun one was from, I think, an estate sale, and doesn't, actually, I think it's the kind that doesn't patina. Got this adorable little clock at an estate sale. Love this little one. So sweet. Definitely going to use it to style with. Picked these up, I think, at... I'm trying to remember if these were a Goodwill item or another thrift store, but it was one or the other. Not for too much, but again, it's that kind of shiny. I think it is that shiny, like no tarnish resistant is what it says on the bottom. So yeah, these are the tarnish resistant types of brass, but really cute for the holidays. Candle holder set. We'll definitely be putting those up for sale. This was from an estate sale last weekend, and this is just a really pretty kind of etched bowl. It has some animals on it. This is kind of, I'm pretty sure it's an Indian brass teapot, hot water pot. It's really nice. I think I'm keeping it for styling with, so I like the look of it, and I'm definitely use a lot of mugs and sell a lot of mugs, so I thought this would be a really pretty thing to have go with it. Same time I got that from another charity shop. This was from the same shop, and again, I think it's pretty much another made in India piece, but really beautiful. You can see the detail on that one, and just a really pretty, I like using these for flowers or even just kind of like sprigs of something, or you can set it as is and it looks really beautiful on its own on a book or something like that. Don't usually pick up brass bells, but I actually thought the sound of this one was quite lovely, and I just decided to do it. So I'm going to have a brass bell. I'm probably going to put it up for sale, but I'm probably going to wait for a couple more bells and then lot them all together and sell them as a group. One of the other things I wanted to show you from the estate sale that actually turned out to be more of like a garage sale that was fantastic was this lamp. I love this lamp. We needed one for this little corner, and it's just so pretty. This was $20. Not ducks, bucks. All right, friends, if you have made it that far, thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it. I hope that it felt like you were with me while we were shopping. I feel like you're there with me. It was so much shopping this week, and I really appreciate having you along for the ride. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Leave a comment below. What were some of your favorite items that you saw, and what did I miss? I always miss something, and I love to hear what I did miss, because that will help tune me in the next time I do go shopping. All right, next week, stay tuned for that. We have some great estate sales that we went to and some really great thrifting coming up. Thrift magic complete.